Greetings everyone. Today I'm in my bathroom trying to make another YouTube video. Recently I was busy and at the same time I had some problem with my computer and same time internet connection. So and people came and saw my computer and said there is no problem with the internet connection, but I think you have a problem with your computer. So somehow I managed to make it a little bit how to say fast. So currently I'm out of topics and I'm in a good spiritual topic, and I lost 7 subscribers. Maybe someone deleted their account, or maybe someone found a video where they had different opinions and disliked me. So I decided that I would answer to your questions, and currently I'm having 2 requests or 2 questions. Number 1 is more videos on the ankle bones or ankle bone divination, something like that. I fear I have put everything that I know, but there's a small this stuff I could talk about this. Also, someone asked yesterday, can you tell us your favorite movies? So let us start with this. Let me start with my favorite movies. So I have this list of movies. I guess this is very short. This list. I guess since I having this list, it means these movies must be my favorite movies, and at the same time these movies left some kind of a mark in my consciousness or scar in my consciousness. So let's start with these foreign movies. It's mainly this USA Hollywood movies. Number 1, Aliens. I like Aliens. Aliens is a movie about women fighting and aliens in space, in space station, in space prison, something like that. So this movie about this aliens coming out from your belly and growing in size rapidly, something like that. And the woman is fighting these aliens, is very skinny and she has this big jaws, something like that. So of course I like Star Wars. When I was a child I used to hear this about this movie, used to see parts of this movie, and when I reached to like 20 I guess, or 19, I don't remember, I watched the whole movie. I liked this almost every this parts, but of course there was some parts where I did not like it. Of course I like Lord of the Rings. I don't like these hobbits. I like these dwarves, the miners. I like these humans. I like this Sauron, the Lord of the Ring. I like these white wizards, and I like this whole story, this conquering Middle Earth, something like that. And also I like movie Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. And usually my schoolmates know why I have this close relationship with this movie, and my school classmates used to call me Terminator. And I'll be back. Simply they are calling me clumsy, something like that. So also I like some serial movies. When I was a little boy I used to like Star Trek, and there was a channel called Star Movies, and I used to wait for a time when Star Trek starts. Recently I don't like this movie much. I don't know, maybe I became old or something like that. And also I like the movie called Inspector Columbo. Someone who inspects these crimes that committed by these these rich people, I guess, and the dude has this one eye. Yeah. Also I like moonlight or moonlighting detective agency starring Bruce Willis. Very good serials. Also, I like these X-Files. I don't know these their names. This couple works in an FBI and search for this some mysterious X files. So also I would like to talk about this my sister. When I was a little boy, my sister had this crush on Van Damme. She had this collection of his this kicking and doing this leg stuff, etc., etc., pictures. Also she had some movies on disc, and we used to watch these Van Damme movies. I had to watch these movies. I don't remember any good title. I guess it's this double kick, something like that. So I noticed that my wife has this great how to say crush on Dexter. I mean, there's this serial killer called Dexter. I don't like this guy, but my wife likes this movie very much. She used back then she used to love this serial called Desperate Housewives. So something like that. Also, in the case of my daughter, she likes Japanese anime called Naruto, and she has she know all their names, and she seems to talk about this and chakras. Also, she likes this sheep in the farm. She shot the sheep. She shot the sheep. Something like that. This sheep farmer and this yellow dog. This cartoon. So in the case of Mongolian movies, my all-time favorite is Prince Tucked. This movie is about this half Mongolian prince going after this Dalai Lama, or trying to conquer Tibet and show some respect, something like that. So yes, that's going to be this part of my this favorite movies. Of course I did like Thor, and I don't know about this Avengers. I haven't seen this movie yet. Also I liked this Captain America, about this mysterious ancient relics, this this World War II, and something like that. So I usually divide movies into like movies, funny movies, etc., etc., adult movies, and animation, something like that. I like a lot of I like to watch a lot of animation, but I cannot really choose favorite ones. I guess I like every one of them, because I like to draw sometimes. In the case of adult movies, of course I watch adult movies. It usually helps to my wife to get into a mood. It's kind this stuff. I don't remember any good title. Titles are funny, and I think I like it. This one of the XX parodies of Star Wars. Well, that was talk about my favorite movies. Let's talk about little bit about Ankle Bones. And Ankle Bones is is made from number 4. This is 4 spirits: sheep, goat, camel, and sheep, goat, camel, horse. Yes, horse. So this this is similar to these cards. These cards. There's these 4 symbols, and one can call it 4 spirits. And using this card, some have developed a tradition to fortune telling. The ankle bone is works quite similar, and this is called gil, or arrowhead, and arrowhead is called also gilbir, and there's this Western name Gilbert. Gilbert in Mongolian should sound like arrow-headed, or with someone with an arrow head. So this is going to be gill, and this can be related with this death. And you people are afraid of someone called a Satan with a goat head. So yeah, this can be a goat. Second, this currently I'm not haven't studied this. Second, I would like to talk is about this. This is called heart, or it's called bontang. It seems even my these friends and my relatives don't know what the word bontang means. I discovered that bond might be foreign word. Bond and bondang is one word, because Mongolians have this tendency to put n behind almost every word. So this is called bond. I noticed that the word bond can have this Indian origin, and Mongolian Buddhists use word bond into when they describe the wheel of existence. I mean the wheel of existence, or this big this chakra, or this how to say this 9 realms, and this big dude controlling the this wheel, and Buddha is sitting in the middle. This wheel of existence here in Mongolia sometimes called Bond Horl. So Bond seems to be related with this within existence. So this is going to be the death, and this is going to be its opposite. So what can be opposite of this goat? Usually it is sheep. So I guess this must be sheep, and this may represent love, and in the case of Western culture, sheep is going to be Jesus. So Satan and Jesus, I guess, here. So I will be inspecting. I like these inspector movies, more about these these other symbols, what they can represent, and why these can be used in this fortune telling, like this ankle bones. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.